He broke you. God built you. The narcissist returned to a closed door. There's a certain kind of evil that doesn't show up with horns. It shows up charming, attentive, curious about your wounds. A narcissist doesn't just meet you, they study you. They clock where you're soft, where you're loyal, where you'll overgive, and where you'll stay too long. And when you hit your lowest point, that's not when they help you. That's when they harvest you. When you were down, they went lower. Now, let's tell the truth plain. They didn't leave you in your worst season. They helped create it. They picked at your insecurities and twisted your reality, fed you confusion, and called it love. They dumped their chaos into your spirit and then blamed you for drowning. That was strategic. Because a narcissist thrives when you doubt yourself, when you question your worth, when you stay emotionally hooked. That's called supply. You were never a partner. You are a power source. Then comes karma, not loud but surgical. Now, here's the part people don't always understand. Karma doesn't always show up like lightning. Sometimes it shows up like a slow collapse. One day, one by one, everything starts to rot. Finances, unstable. Mind, scattered. Relationships, hollow. That harem of supply, crumbs, dust, gone. Because when someone lives by manipulation, they eventually destroy every real connection they ever had. And we're talking loved ones, friends and family, lovers, all across the board. They don't build, they burn. And when all that is left is just ashes, they go looking for something familiar, something they once drained. You. I just want my friend back. No, you don't. Let's translate that lie real quick. I just want my friend back. No, you want access, proximity, emotional leverage, and a taste of the flavor of my life. You don't miss me. You don't miss me. You miss what you could take from me. Big difference. Because if they valued you, they would not have destroyed you when you were already bleeding. The return, a fool to his folly. There's a reason scripture paints it so raw, like a dog returning to its own vomit. That ain't poetic for nothing. That's pattern. A narcissist doesn't return because they've changed. They return because the old supply dried up, the new supply didn't hit the same, and your glow up looks like a damn buffet. Ha! But here's what they didn't account for. You're not the same person that they left. What happened while you were gone? Okay. Well, while they were out here cycling through people, you went into the closet. And I don't mean hiding. I mean praying, healing, studying, rebuilding your mind, and reconnecting with God. You sat with your pain until it told you the truth. You learned what manipulation feels like, what love isn't, and what your boundaries should have been. You didn't just heal, you sharpened your discernment. The play that they play and how you beat it. Now let's talk about something that most people miss. Narcissists love to tell on themselves. They'll talk about manipulation like it's theory. They mention trauma bonds like it's casual. And they will explain cognitive dissonance like they're teaching you. Why? Because it gives them a sense of superiority. They think, I'm so smart, I could tell you the play and still run it on you. And for a while, that works on people who are unaware. But you started listening differently. You caught it. You realize, if I listen closely, they are literally handing me their blueprint. And once you see that pattern, the illusion dies, because manipulation only works when you don't recognize it, you doubt yourself, and you stay emotionally entangled. But you broke all three, Now the shift from target to untouchable. Now when they come back, you don't feel flattered, nostalgic, or hopeful. You feel clear, cold, clean clarity. Like, oh, I see exactly what you're doing. And that's the moment that you win. Not when they leave, not when they suffer, but when they can no longer access you. Discernment, your new superpower. Now, let's make this real plain. If you sit with God long enough, you will develop a level of discernment that makes manipulation impossible. Because now you hear what's not being said. You see patterns before they repeat and feel intentions before the actions land. That's not paranoia. It's spiritual intelligence. Now, in the final word, you didn't just survive, you defeated it. You didn't win because they lost. You won because you healed instead of hardened. You learned instead of looped. And you grew instead of going back. So when they show up talking about I've changed, don't argue, don't explain, don't entertain. You simply don't open the door. They thought they broke you. God used it to build you. That's how he used your bad for good. And now they're staring at a version of you that they can never touch again. Clock it.